Okay. Am I starting from the top?
Yeah.
Okay. I can't do it now. Hello, everyone. You're listening to episode 51 of Buffer Buddies, a podcast where we watch movies and we rarely talk about the movies, but we sure like to talk a lot. I'm John Schwartzwelder.
I'm Jared from UpDownLeftDie.
This is the actual John Schwartzwelder.
No, I can't tell. Which one is it? Which one?
You'll never
Which one
know.
should I shoot?
Like, no,
I've
shoot
been
him.
your
I'm the
friend.
real one.
No, I'm the real one. I've been your friend since that one time we became friends.
That's the real one. The real one wouldn't remember.
Yeah.
Ow, my teeth hurt.
This is silly.
Did
That's
you say what
get.
movie we're watching? We're watching Highway to Hell.
I think I did.
Okay. I just wasn't
We're actually watching Highway to Hell, 1991,
Oh, yeah.
720p Blu-ray, X2 64 88 keys.
You probably should read all that.
Don't judge me.
I'm gonna hit the play
All I
button.
can find.
What do I care? I'm John Schwartzwelder.
So this
I'm
movie-
above the law.
This movie looks really bad. If this is bad, I might take
It's
away
bad
the voting abilities for you guys. You guys seem to pick what I would consider to be bad movies. Yeah, tired of it.
What? Batman anime?
No, Batman anime was great.
Yeah.
That one didn't get voted on.
Oh, yeah, that one I was just like, just watch this one. Bypass everything. Oh, let me turn on my webcam because we do that.
Oh yeah, huh? I forgot about
We
that
do?
myself. Why is there a guy singing in my
We'll
ear?
just have to listen to our
It's John
webcam.
Schwartzwelder.
I have a good voice.
Ooh. Do that, John Schwartz.
Sounds like a dog.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Someone kill a dog.
Oh, we also have Aranya, Chris, and Dimples silent people in the chat, in the voice listening in the waiting room. I'm gonna call it the waiting room. No, the lobby.
What about the green room?
The green room doesn't.
Well, that's what they call it when
What goes with like our theme of like buffer buddies.
the buffering room.
Oh, okay. They're buffering. They're currently buffering. That makes it sound like they're not here at all, though.
Yeah, like they're
I
half
like your
here.
webcam.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for showing your Discord.
Hold on. It's using the wrong one. I got it changed
Chris
to.
says this sounds like Louis Armstrong.
Emails.
There you are. My squished webcam.
Who sounds like Louis Armstrong? I do. My name is John Schwartz, and I sound like Louis Armstrong.
Now
This
look
is
at my
the worst
webcam.
intro ever.
I hate this.
No, like the Highway to Hell intro. Not ours. Ours is good.
Thanks, Jared. I hate this.
Thanks.
He zoomed up in his face. Oh no! And now he's laughing. You look like this looks like a bad 90s show. Oh man!
Help rabbit
You got
support.
enough pixels there, Jared?
I don't fit in my webcam bubble. Why?
Oh gosh, I hate this so much.
Oh, look at this.
Well, the white balance makes it worse.
Like
all
it's so
magenta.
grainy.
It's so grainy. That says rabbit sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, but it makes it look so old.
Yeah. Oh, can I?
Got that 90s effect.
I also propose. Can we do the actual watch the movie at 1.5 speed for once? I feel like this is a movie I want to get through as fast as possible.
Maybe for the opening credits.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Never mind.
Before you judge a movie, oh
Look at
man,
this. That's a good game.
Forza,
Well, look at him spin around.
No, I think it's Gran
Tokyo
Turismo.
Drift.
How
How
long is
long
the
is
movie?
this movie?
Pretty
Hour
short.
and a half. That's not short. That's like normal length.
In comparison to 3-hour
It's
movie.
90 minutes, no big deal. And 6 of those minutes were the intro.
Yeah, that was a long intro with the guy singing and the weird music.
Oh yeah. Singing voice.
Also, Dimples earlier said, I wonder what my man voice sounds like. And heard, I am a bubble law. What? What's a bubble law?
Mm-hmm. Like,
I heard I'm a bubble law. I'm above the law.
Oh, above. Oh.
breaking the law. Breaking the law.
I get it now. Because you said that. That's something that you said.
I did say that. I did say
Look,
that.
they left without pay. Oh, there we go. He's paying. Don't worry.
Oh, good.
He's an honest person.
Honest Jim.
Just threw some money. Oh, they have the Coke in glass bottles. Those are always good.
Fancy.
I used to, through someone I knew, I used to get free like drinks, and I'd always have like glass Cokes and stuff like that. It was really amazing because their dad worked at like a recycling plant. I can't name them because I don't want to implicate them, but they worked at a place where they were supposed to recycle these drinks for some reason. I don't know why, but either way, they're supposed to be destroyed.
Recycled the drink?
So it's something it's like a recall or something like that. They would at the place they would take like loads, pallets of sodas or drinks or whatever, and then like destroy them because they are not to be sold. They are not to be sold. And so like, but instead, like a lot of the workers would like just take a bunch home instead, like I think it's actually technically like illegal because those drinks are not supposed to be like, you're not supposed to recycle the can for
they have that issue in King of the Hill with the beer.
What
or something like that?
Yeah. But
the diarrhea beer.
But these were like fine. I just don't know why they were taking out the shelf. I think they might have been like expired, but like soda kind of goes on for like ever. Like that stuff is like mostly like inert chemicals. So anyways, I would get free drinks all the time, and it was the best thing ever.
For that, actually.
What?
So I did some work at this Coca-Cola plant.
Yeah.
And they have like some contract with the Angel Stadium, and they're saying how for top quality and for the brand image,
they just
even though it says that it'll expire in like 5 years, they do like a 3-month thing, so it's like it's utmost freshness.
Right. So it could be something like that too. Yeah, because it was like Dimples asked, why are you drinking something that's unfit to consume? It's not necessarily unfit to be consumed. It's just not meant to be sold for whatever reason, which may be that's unfit to be consumed. But here's the thing: I drank them for years and I was fine. I never got sick once, and they were all great. And it was great because it was free Monster, free Coke in glass bottles, just all these random drinks. A lot of them were free. Some of the more like other non-soda ones, I was a little bit skeptical of because it's like some of like the like I don't know, like Snapple, like some of the stuff there would be like the stuff kind of separated and settled at the bottom. Most of the time you just shook it up and it was fine, but those were a little bit more like, oh, this doesn't look like in the store. And it was it was great. It was a great time while I had those free drinks.
All that really happens is the flavors start to denature and they're not as like sharp.
Yeah, there's just some like weird things sometimes you're like, oh, I'm not going to drink that, but like the soda, anything that was like a soda was like fine. Like again, I had like all the Monster I wanted. I had like weird Monster that I don't even know where you get in like glass bottles. Like there was like the Royal. It was like the Monster Royal, and they were like good and
swanky.
Yeah,
I have tried like a diet soda that was like at the expiration date, and it was like it's separated into like water and like flavoring. It was weird.
Yeah, it's probably not super fun to have.
I mean, it probably won't kill you, but it's not a very good experience. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like most of the stuff are like chemical-y stuff that's like then
bacteria will eat it.
Yeah, like all if none of the pieces will go bad because when you break it down, it's nothing that could expire, and then it just becomes not the chemical. It becomes like you said, unmixed. It's still all the base components are there. It's just not in the right order.
Okay, but did you also get free pizzerias from Nunzio's?
I don't know any of those words. What is a pizzerito?
Pizzeria.
What's Nunzio? What's that?
Hold on, let me.
Like a bunch of nuns in a.
Like, wait, what does that say?
What's your snack?
It's on top of this car.
I've got some like almonds.
Pizzeria.
Is that what you have right now?
No, I'm referencing the movie.
I'm doing what's your snack segment. You can't just say other things.
I mean, like, I'm still continuing the bit.
I know, but I interrupted you with.
No, we gotta go pizzeria from Nunzio's.
What's your snack?
Pizzeria. I just got that.
Thank you. My snack is water.
Okay.
That's not a snack. That's just for.
I thought we banned water on what's your snack segment.
Oh, my snack is H2O.
That's water.
That's the same thing.
Actually, wait, are you saying it's just H2O? You can't drink that. You can't drink pure H2O.
It's
you gotta. It must be water because it has to have contaminants in it. Otherwise, like pure H2O will I think mess you up somehow.
No,
I forget how it messes you up.
It's not. It won't kill you or anything. It'll just dilute all your minerals and stuff.
I think
electrolytes.
That will kill you. That's what would.
I mean, if you drink like 2 gallons or something, like 5 gallons,
I'm not drinking anything. I'm a robot.
Okay, good. I'm going to eat these snacks that we ate on the stream yesterday. It says insert Japanese here because I don't know how to say
Hold it up to the screen.
How many?
It says premium something.
Premium something. I'm sure that's
Sylvine?
what they're like little Debbies, but they're green tea squares of cake. So I'm going to eat those because we opened them and they don't seal back up and they're not individually sealed. So I got to eat these within the next couple of days. I went to Japan. That's why there wasn't an episode last week. Did I not mention that? I don't think anyone that listens probably no episode. I don't think I said.
Did you? I'm not sure if you said anything, but did you meet Julia?
Yeah, we met up with Julia, but it took us so long to get there and do stuff, and then we ate, and then it was all of a sudden we're like, hey, right now we could record a podcast, and we're in the middle of a gigantic shopping mall. I don't think we're gonna go back and record a podcast. So that's why we didn't. I was like, there was no way that was gonna happen.
No, I meant recording it in the shopping mall.
Oh, that would have been funny. It would have been super loud and nowhere to do that. But yeah, that would have been pretty great. But so I went to Julia. Yeah, I really wanted to do that, to have Julia on the podcast, and I thought that'd be really cool. But it just it was no. But we did meet up with her one day, her one free day, and then she took us around places, and it was fun.
That's pretty cool.
Enough about Julia. What did you eat?
What didn't he eat?
I had Kobe beef, and it was really tender, and that was really cool. I was like,
and it had the marbles in it and everything.
Did it have marbles in it?
Yeah, everyone says it has marbles.
Marbles.
The fat.
Yeah.
That marbling?
No marbles. Straight up marbles.
Straight up marbles.
It adds extra texture, It's adds some roughage.
It was like you could cut it in half with your fork almost. It came apart. It was almost like someone took some burger meat and then reformed a steak out of it in a way. It came apart so easily. It was amazing.
Did your Kobe beef have Marvel comics in it?
No.
Marveling comics?
I was going to say, could it play basketball?
That's what Dimples is saying. What is au gratin?
Potato stuff.
Oh, locomoco is egg, right?
Some fancy French potato thingies, I guess.
We that's where Julia took us to eat at a local moco restaurant, which is
why did
her explanation was
it's egg. No, it's egg.
Her explanation was it's Japan's take on Hawaiian food. Somehow, and for some reason, it's a burger, but without a bun.
No, but a locomoco is you put an egg, a fried egg.
Yeah, so there is an egg on the burger thing, but it's a burger with no bun, and it was pretty good. It was a big meat patty, and then on top of
potato. So when you put a fried egg in your burger, it's a locomoco.
Oh, really?
So basically, you guys went to America Town, like in The Simpsons.
America.
No, but I mean, not really. But it's more like Hawaiian. But
well, you went to the McDonald's.
That was later. I did that as a joke. Also, someone told me that they had chocolate fries, and they most definitely did not have that on the menu. So I was a little bit sad about that. But
so is there actually rice in the McDonald's?
Not that I saw. It's pretty.
I heard there was they had rice on the menu, something with rice.
Maybe.
Because I know McDonald's, they have regional stuff that they add in other countries.
So go ahead.
Wiki says locomoco is rice, meat, egg, and gravy.
Well, that's about right. Yeah. And then we had cheese on ours, and that was amazing. So something's happening in the movie, but I still want to talk about Japan, so I'm going to ignore it.
Talk about Japan. She's getting dragged out of the car, but talk about Japan.
So all the fast food places kind of had the same method of their menu, more or less, where it was very, very similar to America, but the layout was very different. And of course, they had weird paper ones that were in English for you. But it like felt the same, but most of the items were like slightly different in some way. And then some had all this, like some had American things and some didn't. So like McDonald's had like a Big Mac, and like when I asked for the English menu, like the first thing's like recommended item Big Mac, and I was like, I don't want that because I know it's going to taste like exactly the same as Big Mac because that's like McDonald's thing. And so but they also had the teriyaki McChicken and teriyaki McBurger items, and then I got the teriyaki McBurger. Thinnest patty I've ever seen in the world. It was like so thin. It was like ridiculous. Did it come
from a Japanese like skinny cow?
I had no idea. I was like, this is hardly, you couldn't even, if you held the burger up to your face, like horizontally, like you could, it was a line in the air. It was so thin. And so I was pretty disappointed that it wasn't that great. The teriyaki flavor was just like whatever. And then that was a combo though. So I got to pick my 4 sides, which I don't remember. So again, this is where it's kind of different. Like the ordering is a little bit different.
Sides?
Yes, French fries or
no, but like, you get to pick and choose which side.
Yeah, that was the thing. It was like you pick that and you pick from 4 sides and you pick like from the drink menu. And so like you get like French fries, chicken nuggets, and I don't remember the other 2. I think. So I got French fries because I wanted French fries, and then from the drink menu they have like all the crazy like normal drinks, but also like their crazy drinks. And so I got like a melon soda, which I loved over there because it tasted like melon. It was crazy. And then it's a float. So they put the McDonald's ice cream in it. And so it was like, 2 out of 3 items I never had before, which is a McChicken teriyaki and the float. And it was so good. And the fries were fries, which I love fries. So that was fine. And then we also ate at Wendy's, and Wendy's has flavored fries. And that was so cool. What? Yeah. And so we got burnt butter soy sauce flavor. And because I was like, I think we looked it up or something.
Sound good.
It's weird. I looked it up on like Yelp, I think, and people were like, you got to try that burnt butter soy sauce flavor. It's the best one. Or like it had like a star next to it, like most popular. And so we ordered it, and he gave us normal fries, and we're like, these are normal fries. And then this lady like took it back, threw them in a bag, and then like put in the flavoring, and then shook it up and gave us the bag back. And I was like, oh, okay, that was cool. And so they have like flavors, and then they also have a bunch of like sauces there that you could like squeeze out. So they had like a garlic sauce, and they had like I'm trying to remember all the ones. Avocado something sauce, like all these dipping sauces for the fries, and that was amazing. No Frosty. They didn't have Frosties there. They had like
Oreo McFlurry.
I don't think they had McFlurries. I don't think they had McFlurries.
That's like the best thing at McDonald's.
Yeah, they had the ice cream machine, but I don't think they had the McFlurry machine.
Interesting.
So like things are like the same but different. It was a little bit like Twilight Zone. And you're like, oh yeah. I think Taco Bell was the most similar, but then it had a California burrito, which I thought was interesting. Out of all, you go to Japan, 12 hours away, and they have a California burrito. Like this America company in this Japan land has like a California. It's so specific to a completely different country's state. I thought that was funny. Although that was pretty good for, as far as like Taco Bell goes, and like it's not as good as like a real like California burrito from like a hole in the wall place, but it had fries in it, and me and Julia shared that because I just wanted to taste it, and that was pretty good. Their menu seemed very similar though, probably the most close to America's. And then what else did I go to? I don't know. I think that's it for all the fast food places. I went to KFC. That was pretty similar, but they had like spicy chicken, which I didn't get to try.
Who is Matthew Cuthbert?
Yeah, I was wondering that.
Dimples wants is it's Matthew?
The old guy?
Or the young guy? She would have said something earlier then.
Well, I thought the young guy was Chad something earlier. Like Chad Lowe.
Chad Lowe?
Yeah. That's what Dimples said. And when has Dimples ever been wrong?
Dimples is never wrong, but also Dimples knows more than we know.
Oh my gosh.
Young guy is Chad Lowe.
Going back to this thing that you linked me about making the melon soda. Melon syrup. I can make this because I could carbonate it, and then oh my gosh, I gotta have it at home. See, I don't like that they call it cream soda though, because it's a float. They're making a float. It's not. It's ice cream in soda. That's a float.
If you read the article, it tells you that Japan calls floats cream sodas.
Yeah, see, actually, I was scared. I actually ordered a melon cream soda, but I was confused. I was like, oh, I couldn't tell from the tiny little picture if it was just whipped cream. I was like, oh, I hope it's not just whipped cream. And because next to it, they did have a thing they called a float. It was like a custard drink flow or something like that. So I was like, oh, I want that, but I want melon soda, and I got what I wanted, but they called it different things. So that was what was weird. But yeah, I can make that. I need to find some good syrup though that tastes like Japan syrup.
Wait, this guy is actually the brother of Rob Lowe?
Choplo?
I can kind of see that.
Choplo, Punchlo,
it's like
Kicklo,
similar
Rob Lowe.
bone structure in the face, but not Rob Lowe enough. Like he's like the less handsome brother, you know.
Who's Rob Lowe?
Ann Perkins.
Ann Perkins? Oh, that guy?
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then who's Chad Lowe then? This kid?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I see it.
I see it now.
Yeah, I wouldn't have picked up on that.
Yeah, once you say it, you can see it.
Aranya said she read an "Oh No" about Rob Lowe last night.
Oh no!
I think
what did he do?
He's in hot water, the same way that a lot of Hollywood guys are in hot water.
What he do?
You can't have no heroes these days.
No, all your heroes are awful.
Oh no!
Oh jeez!
I don't want to say it.
Yeah.
Anyways. Man, I didn't like.
Oh, that's way worse.
Yeah.
Oh well, thanks for bringing the whole chat room down.
Screeching halt.
I mean, it's one thing saying stuff on Twitter, but yeah, you know, that's a little different.
You said screeching halt, and the car went.
Screeching halt. I'm trying to bring it back to the movie. I'm that good.
I know.
In and out.
It's just gonna get good. It's getting all that exposition crap out of the way, and you know, just getting to the good stuff.
When is this like people die in this movie, right? Like clearly this guy's.
Yeah, they gotta get the whole backstory, you know, so everything makes kind of sense. Well, movie sense, you know.
But I mean, I'm gonna guess this guy's haunting this highway, and then like he kills anyone driving on the highway, and that's his thing.
He takes him to hell, basically.
Oh, but like you can't like
like a portal or something that opens up and he takes him in there.
Oh wait, so is he in hell right now?
Not well. He's eventually gonna go there.
Wait, does he know that this
yet.
cop guy? Because like, why would you load a gun when a cop is coming to the side of your car?
In the movie, he steals his girlfriend, and then he goes back to that gas station with the weirdo guy and asks him like, "What's going on?" And the weirdo guy's like, "Oh yeah, so I just stay here and just warn everyone who comes by here not to go on that road." And he said like, "Oh, my girlfriend back in the day, she got stolen too, and now that's what he does."
Oh.
And then he gave him like some special shotgun the girlfriend made that's like special.
Oh, because this shotgun had like seashells hot glued to the handle. That's a good idea. Why would a girl do that? Like this.
It's like desert people, you know?
Oh yeah, desert people.
Desert people are different.
I was like, what possesses you to like go and be like, you know what this gun needs? Shells.
I need to modify my boyfriend's gun.
I really gotta like solder on these shells. Like, you're gonna take time out of your day to like add stupid shit to the thing.
So Dimples, who is this guy? He seems familiar. His face, like I've seen him somewhere.
Dimples face recognition.
Yeah,
activate.
Who was that guy?
Dude, if I ever get a robot, I'm gonna name it Dimples. Is that weird? That might be weird. But you know what I learned, Jared?
What?
Replaying it. So we're playing, just for context for the podcast, I guess. We're playing Detroit Beyond, not Beyond Soul. Detroit Beyond Soul.
Detroit Beyond Carbon Altered.
Detroit Beyond Belief.
Almost Detroit Beyond Carbon.
Carbonated soda, melon soda. Detroit. Dang it. Oh, shoot.
We broke Tiffany.
Detroit Become Human. Because it's not a sentence. So I got confuzzled. So we're playing that on stream. It's about robots.
Who's the robot now, huh?
Oh man.
Stack Overflow.
Tiffany notes. Anyways, Jared, I found out that the robots are basically $8,000, which isn't bad.
Yeah, that's kind of what I felt like was the price range. That's good to know. Because it was racking my brain. Like, what if they're like $100,000? You know, like it changes the context of like who gets to own one of these things.
Yeah.
But 8,000, like
in the game.
Yeah, in the game.
Yeah, so
like,
in the game,
okay.
the robots are $8,000, and then all these big cities are being evacuated because of like climate change and all that stuff. Like LA's like basically flooded. So a lot of these like rich people are moving into like these smaller suburban areas like Detroit or whatever. So that's the story.
wait, why are the big cities being evacuated?
Climate change.
Okay, that's weird. Is that okay?
So,
That seems
what ocean levels are rising and stuff like that. So they're moving out of like coastal cities and like big metropolis areas, metropolitan. Wait, no, what's the word? I don't know. I can't talk.
Metropolitan.
Yes,
Or Neapolitan.
Neapolitan ice cream areas are being melted and evacuated into like these smaller, these more. What do you suburban? Yes, cities and stuff like that. That's the story. Or I guess that's a lore. That's not even like a big deal yet. At least I don't know.
When they're in hell, it's like everything is so weird and like creepy.
Yeah, I was gonna make fun of the guy making
like,
eggs on the
unnatural.
sidewalk, but I was like, oh wait, yeah, this is like supposed to be
That
like
was,
that.
That was Ben Stiller, actually.
That donut burger looked really good
Here's
though.
his dad. Yeah, it did. Yeah, and here's his dad. You know,
Ben Stiller?
that's
I thought that
was
was
his dad's
George
name, like Jerry
Costanza's
Stiller?
dad.
Well, yeah,
Isn't that George Costanza's dad?
yeah. But he's also Jerry Stiller, I think. I think that's his name,
Is
right?
he? No, he's not. Is he?
Yeah, that's Ben Stiller's dad right there.
Oh, hold on. This is not right. That doesn't seem right.
Must fact check.
Because I'm trying to think of the dad from, or not the dad, the guy from Mugatu, right? From Zoolander? I thought that was Ben Stiller's dad, right? Isn't that Ben Stiller's dad? Why? I don't want to read about Ben. Oh, I typed in Ben Stiller, not dad.
Dad Stiller.
Oh, you're
yeah,
right.
Jerry Stiller.
George Costanza's dad is Ben Stiller's dad. Oh, that's so funny.
So is George Costanza related to Ben Stiller?
And his name is Jerry Stiller.
something.
That's so confusing.
Ben and Jerry?
Look, he looks so young.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I didn't think of
Ben and
that.
Jerry?
I was thinking because of Jerry Seinfeld, but that's even funnier. Are they ice cream people?
Quick, search that up.
Is it Ben and Jerry Stiller ice cream?
Are they ice cream? They're melon cream soda.
Is it Yahoo Answers? Is Ben and Jerry's ice cream? Is it named after Ben and Jerry Stiller or vice versa, or no relation at all?
Wow.
People are saying no relation at all. This melon infused syrup, how much is it? It's out of
Skinny
stock.
Van Margera.
Oh no, my rabbit's dead.
Look at Skinny Van Margera.
I can't look. There, I'm back. It is just long hair Van Margera.
Yeah.
There's only one real way out.
Would you please tell me how?
Oh,
Okay.
so the girl with the pink scarf thing is actually the gas station guy's girlfriend that got stolen by a helicopter. But she never aged because she's in hell, I guess.
Oh.
My old lady.
I don't think I have a zombie one. I think it's working. Alright. Wow, those look like very fake weapon, sword and gun.
Yeah.
A girl from up there getting away from you on your own turf. I mean, if you ever found out you'd be in
Bringing a gun to a sword fight.
tell you what I'm gonna do.
Oh yeah, whenever you restart Rabbit, it like has like a double of you.
Is there a
in
double
the
of me?
chat.
I don't see one.
I don't see one, but I can't see your webcam though. It's just like
Oh, my webcam's supposed to be on. Whatever.
we don't want to see you anyways.
Yeah. It's all squished because of the Elgato thing anyways.
Yeah, he kind of looks like Deadpool without a mask. That's kind of funny.
Maybe Deadpool.
Well, I said it was a really bad acne scars.
He also kind of looks like Spawn, but Spawn is a black guy, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, no one mentioned my awesome Photoshop.
Yeah, it's
Wait,
pretty good.
did you just do that right now?
No, he did that a few days ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he proceeded to insult me. He's like, all your Facebook photos are awkward and dumb. I'm like, cool.
No, that was the compliment.
Wait, is this what your mustache looks like? What does your face look like? Hold on, let me look over your
That's
webcam.
like a photo from like 3 years ago.
I guess so, like, because it looks like you, but also doesn't. You know what I mean?
It's because it's like pretty. It's the color correction. It looks pretty good, but well photoshopped on this photo, which I think I might make it the cover for this. So if everyone's listening, just open up your podcast player. But
That photo.
the color correction is pretty on point, which makes it like pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I pride myself in my color correction. I bought like these two fancy, 4K monitors that have like 98% sRGB coverage, so should be pretty good.
So is he in hell yet, or he's on
he
the
is.
highway too?
No, he's in hell. He went to the portal.
Oh, I see. Oh no, he shot.
Why
ice
would
cream
his
man.
Why did his head look like it had like plaster in it? Is that like because of bad effects, or is that like for a reason? Also, look at this guy in his like Tesla car with the disappearing handles. I see your comment, Tiffany.
Life is
Jars.
plaster. It's fantastic.
Ugh, jeez.
Is this? I don't know. Never mind.
Is this
movie
by
like-
Max?
Come on, Barbie. Let's go, Barbie.
I like how Ben Stiller is just in the back, all like talking about his meat. Like, I got some grade A beef over here, guys.
Oh, is that actually Ben Stiller? I still didn't know who it was after we like did a thing.
What is happening?
This
They
movie
want to steal his lady.
was this
Wait,
movie.
this guy has a dentist mirror thing. Why does this guy have a dentist mirror thing?
He has
And why
also-
does he look like the Portlandia guy?
He does. He
Red
also has
arms.
a dentist, like the old timey dentist head mirror thing.
That's just doctors in general. I
I
think.
never understood how that worked. Why that
No,
was
like
the
you-
thing.
So the front of it's shiny, so you put that in front of your eye, and it shines light like a mirror, so it's like brighter. It's like
That's
a really
dumb.
rudimentary way of having a
Yeah.
flashlight,
Why not just have a flashlight?
right? I don't know. They did things different back in the day. Some might say better. That's up to argue. Debate.
I think it's definitively not better since they moved. No one's using that anymore. No one's like, no, I'm
Yeah.
going to keep doing this. It's better.
Oh, look, he's got a little teddy bear.
Wait, is that? I don't
That
like
was
this
the
movie.
old guy's girlfriend from
Oh.
the gas station.
All you can eat. Oh, is that Ben Stiller?
Yeah.
Honestly,
Nobody
like
wants to eat it.
it looked pretty good. I mean, if the ground was washed, whatever.
I mean, if it's that hot, it's sterile, right?
Probably. Well, I would be less. It's sterile. I'd be more concerned with like sand and stuff getting in my steak or whatever he was cooking.
Yeah, it would kind of affect the.
It gives
texture.
it texture. Yeah.
Maybe it has marbles in it.
More minerals,
Marvel comics.
Marvel comics. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
That's a pretty sweet cop car, though.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about Jared's riff that he just made up right
I
now.
was like, nice.
Nah, we wouldn't do
It
that.
sounds exactly like this. The song.
Yeah, I love how basic this movie is.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what is their budget? Was it $5? Because it feels like it was $5.
Well, I mean, they have Ben Stiller. Well, he probably wasn't that expensive back in the day.
It's probably like his first movie ever. He probably doesn't know what the hell's going on.
Wait, let
So
me
I don't
just, Google
get
this.
it. Like, is a gun going to kill this guy? Because it's not like, what is his deal? I don't understand. Like, for how long are we into this movie? Come on, mouse.
Okay, it had
10
a
minutes
budget
in.
of $9 million.
Okay, we're for 30 minutes in though. I feel like they moved pretty fast. They got us into like this. If this is hell, it's
Like the
just,
world and everything.
Yeah, like it's not like, you know, normally you'd like you expect a movie like this, like, oh, at the end he finally gets to hell and rescues his girlfriend.
Well,
but he pretty early on went here. I'm guessing most of the movies in hell or whatever.
Yeah,
but
that's
like
I will say that they do budget their time very well, and they put a lot of detail into like 90 minutes.
yeah. But my thing was like, he's like, I have a gun, and he goes to hell, and he's just gonna shoot this guy, and if that's all it takes, then
I
like
think
whatever.
technically it's like the gun that he has, the Charlie guy. They're like the bullets are anointed or something. They're like something like that.
Oh, of course it is.
They only want you to think that they're in hell, but he's not there yet.
It's actually
it's-
like some
Because
desert
it's
in
a
California.
commentary that the life is already hell.
He's just in Palm Springs.
yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm not
Yeah,
a devil
it's
man.
hell, right?
I just stay outside too much.
You're just in California.
Yeah.
This does remind me a lot of Palm Springs.
Yeah.
It's giving me war
what is it?
flashbacks.
What are you trying to say, huh?
Palm Springs sucks. Everything in Palm Springs seems fake.
Yeah. Well, I think that's
It's all made of
specifically
rock, you
that
know?
where we went for, what was that? Palm Springs Comic Con?
Yeah.
It was like that strip was being all remade, and that felt really weird for some reason.
It looked like a movie set, like one of those little alleyways.
It was
at Universal.
literally just two streets. And if you go like up or north or
But
south of that
even
street, it was
Like that street in Cars, like just that one street.
Yeah, it was kind of like that. It felt like that. 'Cause I think if you went down any of the other streets, it quickly became like residential and then nothing. And those two streets felt like, oh yeah, these two streets are nice, but you go like a mile in any direction and you're in the middle of the desert.
Is that like in Simba? Like you don't go in the dark area.
Yeah.
Wait, what's the quote? What's the quote, Josh?
I forgot now.
No, what did you say?
Like in Simba, you don't go in the dark areas or something like that.
Everything the light touches is
Yeah.
your kingdom, but you don't go in the dark areas. Oh, beans. That's funny.
Who's this guy?
Yeah, I butcher all quotes. It's my thing. Oh look, it's what's his name? Yanni.
Is that the guy on Vice? Have you seen Vice?
You mean the video?
No,
Vice thingies?
no. With Elaine Bennis, it's her show, and she's the president.
Oh, you mean Veep?
Veep. Oh my gosh, because
They
I
meant
was
like the
thinking
Shane
Vice
Smith
president,
Vice.
so I thought it was Vice, but you're
Yeah,
yeah, Veep. Thank you. I knew that didn't sound right. I'm like, that doesn't sound right. Veep.
I never watched that actually.
It's pretty all right.
I tried watching the old Christine and whatever.
It's almost not
It
funny
was kind of funny.
because she's she's a terrible person, and then you're like, well, this is like real life.
Wait,
like
in Veep?
Yeah,
Or-
yeah, Veep. She's like a really bad person. And then it's kind of like, oh, this is like whatever. President probably acts like this too, and this is not fun. But is he the guy from that? I don't know if you ever seen it. He's like the news guy. He's really stupid.
Oh, hit the
It kind
voice
of looks
back.
like
Here we go
that
again.
one guy, George Stephanopoulos.
I don't know who
With
that
hair.
is. I don't know who that is.
He's like some reporter guy on ABC.
Oh, are they putting trash onto the road? Oh, that's funny. That's a lot easier.
Isn't this Holes? The movie Holes?
Why are they wearing weird wigs? And why is that kid
Is
so
that
happy
him?
about a dog?
Oh, I love those scruffy dogs. They're the best. They really are. They should make a law that all dogs should be scruffy.
I'm going to show you guys a picture of someone I have on Facebook, and you tell me if this guy looks like him. What is his name? Oh, Bean. Oh my gosh, what is his
This
name?
is like when they in Family Guy, like all those like filler things they do. Like just waste some time, you know. But they've been doing it more often. It's kind of annoying now. It's not funny.
Yeah, Family Guy is like weird because it seems like it's very like. I just got back into it, and I'm like, this is kind of some of the writing's good. Some of the episodes feel like old Simpsons, but it's very like sporadic. Like every third episode's like sad, and then like
You mean the modern ones, right? Like the recent ones.
Yeah. I'm watching them, and it's like they have this weird pattern where it's like. One episode feels like old Simpsons and it's good and I actually enjoy it. Then one is like real crap fest where it's just like a bunch of weird references to like their old jokes. They're like they kind of reuse a bunch of the old jokes. They're like, that's been funny for 7 years. And then they do like a really serious sad one. I'm like, what are you doing? Like it's like it's almost on a pattern on a loop too, and it's like very odd to me. But whatever.
They probably do that thing where like a new director does each episode.
Maybe it's
some
very
directors are probably better than
it's
others.
very hit or miss. It's like, this episode's hilarious. Oh, this one's dumb. Oh, this one's weird. This is hilarious again.
And like you said, they keep on reusing their old tropes with like Stewie and his dumb machines that always break.
Yeah,
and, like,
It's like we don't.
Kind of
and you'll get one that's like, but then you'll get one that's like new and fresh. I'm like, that was pretty good. I applaud because then they'll do like a nice storyline. And it's really funny.
But I hate it is they still do that one like awkward silent filler thingy that they do. Because I read they only do those when they make an episode and like they don't have enough content to put in it, so they just waste like 2 minutes doing some like dumb shtick. But they do that way too much now in every single episode. I feel like it's lazy.
Yeah.
Like every once in a while, it's funny, but if it's in every episode, come on, guys, don't waste 2 minutes of my life.
Yeah.
I was gonna show you a picture of a guy that I thought looked like this, not Rob Lowe guy, but the kid is there again. But I looked at his picture and he doesn't look like him at all.
Oh, look at that scruffy dog. Oh, yeah, this is funny.
Good Inventions Paving Company.
Sleeping with my husband's boss to advance his career. I was only trying to help. I thought he wanted me to pull the plug.
I'm gonna guess these are people that died.
Yeah, but they had good intentions.
Oh, I see. I get it.
So the road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Oh, clever.
Are those body parts? Oh,
Clever.
Oh,
Yeah. They have a lot of that stuff in this movie.
This kid, it must be a representation of him and his fears.
I don't know. That's the kid, the Yanni guy with the nice Greek mustache. That's like his kid. And the kid just stowed away in their car.
No,
I guess the kid doesn't like the Yanni mustache guy.
But isn't that his kid?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I can help you find your girlfriend.
How?
We'll take her.
I like how all of hell is patrolled by one cop.
That would make him the devil. Right?
Right? It's like, in the whole movie, you only see one hell cop, and they all know the hell cop. Ew, get his leg off my car. Oh yeah, so I added a bunch of like Japanese movies to the Reddit list.
Okay.
'Cause then that way we could have Julia watch them, and then she'll like tell us if it's like actually like real Japanese and stuff.
I don't.
You know what I heard
What?
is real good? Terrace House on Netflix.
I haven't heard of
Terrace
that.
House.
I added in the Initial D movie. It's pretty cringy.
Oh, I watched that. That one's boring.
It's pretty bad though.
But it's also boring. It's not even like bad interesting or bad good or bad.
Well, what's a
wait,
good
it's not
live
even
action?
Japanese. It's Taiwanese.
Oh yeah, you're right. All right, I kind of bungled that up. So,
Wow.
so what's a good?
Julie's
bad
like, no, it's not
Japanese
real
film?
Japanese. 'Cause it's Taiwanese.
Because it's not Japanese.
This is my girlfriend.
I don't know. See. Japanese, maybe like the Death Note movie. I don't know. Japanese
Cringy
movies.
bad.
As soon as I find her, we're gonna get the hell
There's also like this. So there's Initial D, and then there's like the wannabe Initial D called Wangan Midnight, where they don't actually like drift or anything. But they made a live action movie of that, and it's pretty bad too. And I'm pretty sure that one's Japanese too. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Well, is this kid dead or like what is with like I don't understand these people. Can they just leave too then? Like those people that were like, oh, the good intentions people, could they just get in a car? And I'm assuming this guy could leave at some point. So what, can they just leave too?
Well, I think technically Charlie never died. He just went to hell.
I know, but I'm saying, but like, so, but he looks just like them. Like like they're not spirits; they were people, with like bodies. So what's the
very
deal
strange
here?
universe they live in.
Yeah. How does the lore of this place work? Can they all just drive out? Is this kid dead? Why is he here? That's all I was getting at. Is he an inhabitant of this place, or did he die and get there somehow?
You're trying to make too much sense.
I'm just trying to understand what this kid is. Like, can he leave? Why
He's
is he here?
subconscious.
You're like in the Simpsons when the kid's in class and he's making too much sense, so the teacher like presses that button.
Yes.
That's you right now.
What is this? Oh.
Like a strip club in hell. And they're all like sleazy AF.
I like this guy's like costume. Like,
there is a Nazi that like walked him in
there
the
was a
background.
Nazi.
I mean, it is hell, so.
Oh no! Cover your eyes, lads.
Good thing Amdad isn't here.
I know.
Oh. Yeah, they snuck that in.
No, they didn't sneak that in. It's like right there. It's
Yeah.
blatant.
Jared's like, oh, what's this?
Oh, his hand's on fire.
Oh no! You can look, but you can't touch. I love how vague we are. But also, you can probably assume.
Yeah.
You can piecemeal it together. I think we're pretty good at describing what we see.
Oh, look, it's Jared without hair.
No, it's not me.
With bad acne scars.
I heard acting scars. If you act bad, you get a scar.
Well, he has a lot of them, so, you know. He's got pretty nice glasses. Look. It's like, oh, whatever you do, don't break my glasses.
I like it. Shoots him, does nothing. Shoot him again. Well, it's probably going to do nothing. So, yeah, I don't think those bullets are anointed.
Are those a pair of Oakleys?
No.
Annie, are you Oakley?
Well, he doesn't have a gun. And that's the end of that, you know?
The little kid is there?
Like, that's... And we're worried about Amdead, come on.
I know.
Hellcop's pretty strong. Oh, you like how he opens the door?
This is like very, like, he's so not that threatening for like this hell guy. Just like,
It's like the Grim Reaper from Billy and Mandy, the one with the Jamaican accent.
yeah, it's just like, I'm gonna pick, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna pick you up and carry you to a car. Oh well, like, that's not that bad, really.
It's just justice.
I took a ride with Charlie.
Yeah, it's just no big deal. I'll just writhe in pain over here. Just talk to each other, you know.
Let's talk about something else. This movie is very slow. Oh, look at this, like Marie Antoinette talking to like this. They must have had fun with the costumes in this part. It's probably just like whatever, right? They're like, bring your own costume, and everyone just showed up with random. So like, great, perfect.
But I think it's all people that were like bad, because obviously they're in hell.
I know, but they're like, I can't identify that guy, like that Western guy. He's not anyone. He's just a costume. What happened to this guy?
Oh yeah, he got shot by a Hellcop with his own gun.
But the kid could heal him.
I think it's supposed to be like, oh, because the kid's, what's that term? Because the kid is pure and innocent, so he has power. I don't know.
But I'm saying, so then, is he dead then? I'm so confused by that.
I'm pretty sure he's not dead.
Then why is he there?
Not yet.
Because Hillcop took his family or something. I think they
Maybe the girlfriend's dead, and he's not. Maybe it's like that scene in Hercules where he jumps in after Meg in the soul soup. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know.
Wait, has no one seen this movie?
I've seen it.
Oh, you've seen it, so you know
Long
the
time ago.
answers. Oh,
I don't want to spoil it, you know.
yeah. Just pretend that you know. You're doing a great job.
Like this guy is like 90s buff, which is not very buff.
90s buff.
Yeah.
Oh, Jared.
What?
Question.
Yeah.
Did you have fluffy pancakes?
No.
Oh, Japan trip ruined.
I know. I didn't get my fluffy cheesecake, and I get fluffy pancakes. And you know what the worst part is? Like, when I found out like where they were, we were there a previous day, but it was like pretty far to get back to. And I was like, oh, we were right there. Although that place was hard to get. Like, you had to do like a ticketing system to get them. So I was like, oh, we probably wouldn't have known and got them anyways. And then the other places that have them, like I found like a blog and they rated like 3 places. Like it wasn't anywhere really close either. It was kind of the same distance. And I was like, oh, we're not going to go all the way over for that. Although I did go to the Square Enix cafe.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Did you?
What?
Oh, did you?
I did.
They're like chocobo themed
No,
stuff.
I think it was like alcoholic drinks, which was like, I think, or something like, I didn't really, I don't know. They had a really weird system where like every couple of hours they closed to like reset but they let you look at their little shop. It was a very expensive shop. But then I found out there was a Final Fantasy cafe. And we tried finding it, but then like when we found it, I was like, oh, you have to go like when they first open and get tickets for like the rest of the day, and they run out so fast. I was like, oh, dang it, like we couldn't go because they're like, oh, whatever. But we went near it, so but they have that, and I guess like I read like a Yelp review or someone's like the food's really good or whatever like that. So I was like, dang, whatever. But it was like our last day. We were just like trying to like fill the time that while we were there.
Dang, but at least you saw it. Did you take pictures?
I didn't for the Final Fantasy one, like we didn't even go up to it because I think it was like on the 4th floor, and I'm like, so we didn't go there. But I took pictures of the Square Enix one. Oh, there wasn't like that much. It wasn't like it was kind of
if they only let you like in. Certain
you walk. We got it in, and we could see like where it was just like it looked like a cafe. You know, there really wasn't much to show besides the shop. The shop was really what made it like I think the Square Enix stuff.
I think next stream you have to do like a. And this is us in the thingy, like a slideshow of just your trip.
I'm going to edit a video.
Like,
I'm going to try to edit
awkward.
a video. Maybe, hopefully, I'll get it done tomorrow. So that will be the thing. I think with the camera system that we have, I could actually just start playing like photos. I can do that via the camera, and it'll come up as our webcam. I think. Actually, let me see.
I think it'll do like your whole menu and everything too. Because whatever it displays, it'll pump out the HDMI cord. I'm pretty sure. But no,
it's not doing the menus.
You need to get like a carousel projector and like get like one of those like little pop-up projector screens in like a really smoky room with like a big ka-chunk, and this is us in the blah blah blah. And then ka-chunk. Oh wait, go back.
Now I'm McDonald's
that
food.
Style.
What do you want to see?
Who?
Zoom in, enhance.
Oh, enhance.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
like
tuna. But it tasted like chicken.
Like a chicken nugget.
Yeah, it tasted much like a chicken nugget. It's supposed to be fried
You could
tuna.
say it's a chicken of the sea.
Yeah.
I had to. Damn, Bam Margera won't leave them alone.
Oh my gosh, I'm a video that I recorded. That's so cool.
Oh, the dentist guy's back.
We're talking about very different things.
I love Metabots.
So, people podcast, we're using Rabbit and we have our video chat on, and my video is actually my camera connected to an Elgato. So I went through the pictures I have saved on the SD card, and I'm actually able to display them as my webcam on Rabbit. So I'm explaining that joke. But, I have
Gundam thing is cool.
I have a video of the 100-foot Gundam, and then on my Instagram, I took a story, and it was like transforming, and I zoomed in and went, "Wow, Naruto!" at the very end.
I basically did your joke.
Yeah,
right
but
now.
different.
Yeah.
That's cool though.
It's funny because it transforms, quote air quotes, every like 3 or 4 hours, and it's not. Everyone lines up and everyone's like, whoa, it's really not that much.
And then lots of nothing.
Yeah, and then it's just like a lot of like, nothing. It's like, people are like, whoa! I don't know. It's just like the amount of hype for this thing to move like for like 2 seconds. The whole
just move it at all times.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I was like, it's not that big. It's not like that crazy. It's not walking around. It's like little things moving. The face changes, which is like the most like crazy thing about it. But it's like whatever, you know, like the amount of hype, you know, they could do it hourly for sure, you know. Dimples asked, did you see Naruto Whirlpools? No, I don't think so. I don't like, what does that mean?
I think whirlpool. I think that means whirlpool. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I think.
Naruto like a type of ramen, actually. It's not the anime.
I think it's a swirl. I think that's why.
You're right.
They call it
right.
whirlpools.
Don't take that road.
It's a short.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, this is like a city. I never knew that.
Oh, what?
You're gonna have to choose, and if you choose wrong, you're gonna be lost.
VR.
Rachel.
Oh yeah. So when you were driving those go-karts, are they actually fast?
Yeah, they go pretty fast. You can go up to like 50 miles an hour.
Who wanted to do something?
That's not bad. I mean, keep up with traffic, right?
Yeah. So we went to this Toyota. I got it right. I keep calling it Honda. This Toyota thing, and it was like
They kick you out immediately.
Oh, that's
it was actually pretty fun. They actually had some really good like attractions. They had a VR thing that was kind of dumb, but they had this driving simulator. But it's I was like, oh, cool. It's like racing, but it's not racing at all. It's a driving efficiency simulator. So you got to drive like real slow, like a human, and you try to see.
Point?
Because you drive once on a gas car, and then like you run out of gas. And it's like, oh, you only got an A, or you only got like a B, and then they give you a hybrid car, and you like always go way further because you have your battery also to play off of. And like, oh, how was your experience? Obviously, the hybrid is going to go further. You have 2 sources of fuel rather than just one.
That's
and
like
we
the most
overanalyze
Japanese game ever.
Yeah, we overanalyze it though, and we didn't go fast enough.
Like,
I drove super efficient, and I didn't drive fast enough. So I didn't go. I didn't like finish the course, even though I was doing so good.
okay,
though.
I'm not so jealous now.
Yeah, it was like not as much fun as I thought. But
Are these things that you planned, or did you just do spur of the moment stuff?
This was
like whatever's in the area.
I don't know why we were in this area. Oh, this was spur of the moment because we went to go see the Gundam, and then we're like, what do we do next? And I went on like Yelp or something, and I went, oh, this place is really highly rated, and we walked over there because it was also where the big Ferris wheel was. I was like, I want to check that out. And then we found out like there's this Toyota thing, and I'm like, oh, it's really big, and they have a lot of little activities there. And so then like we kind of spent some time waiting in lines for these. Yeah, it actually took a while because there's only 2 of these pod things, and each person takes like 5 minutes or so. Like the better the person was, the longer they took. So the line wasn't long, but it did take a while to get through. The VR thing was a little bit quicker because it was timed, and you made your way through pretty well. So
I was at the LA Auto Show, and they had something like that. But it was cooler because it was Gran Turismo, and like the hydraulics were like a lot faster because they're actually racing. But the line was like gigantic, and I was gonna wait in there. I really wanted to do it, you know, because it was basically like you're in a Subaru doing rally, and as like there's all these bumps and stuff, and the hydraulics like shake you violently as you're doing this stuff, and it's like had like the wraparound screen and everything in the cockpit. And you have to like jump, like climb up these stairs to go on top of it, you know? It was kind of cool, but it was huge, like the line.
Yeah. But there's also that night we were like walking around. There's like, we keep seeing fireworks for like a long time, and we're on the Ferris wheel, and we're like, we could see fireworks and like fire dancers, and I'm like, what is going on? And then like when we're done, like we got off the Ferris wheel, we're like, all right, we're gonna start leaving, and like fireworks are going crazy. So we like trying to like, what is it? We make our way over there, and it's like and then we were kind of sad 'cause it was like a paid event, but they were having a thing called Star Island, and it was just like fireworks for like hours, and I guess like fireworks and fire and dancers sync to music or something like that. And I was like, cool. Oh, I wish I knew about that. I would have wanted to get tickets, assuming you could buy tickets somehow or something like that. But it was pretty nice. Like we could see the fireworks from like wherever we were because they were just being shot over water.
That is kind of cool. Though over here in California, we're kind of like spoiled because there's fireworks every day from Disneyland.
Yeah,
So it's like
that's a lot of what I was saying too. It was like fireworks. I'm like,
whatever.
yeah, like I'm not. We could just see it whenever.
Like, we get that every day.
Yeah, we could literally go to like Disneyland and not pay to go in and just watch them. You know.
So technically, like in Fullerton, it's close enough to Disneyland. You can just see it in the distance, like every day.
Yeah, or you can go to downtown Disney or whatever. I mean,
Yeah,
you
that's
just have to
true.
pay for parking or whatever, but still, like you just enjoy. If you really want
used-
fireworks for whatever reason.
Back in the day, I used to have a job where I had to like commute back home at nighttime,
Yeah.
and I'd be on that freeway, the 91,
Dude,
and it'd be right when the fireworks would go off.
I was on
and
the
I'd be like, oh shit, what is that?
I was on the 5
You just hear
once.
explosions.
Coming home and like being able to drive underneath them was really cool because my problem with fireworks is like there's no reference point, so they look flat, but they're really spheres, and I want to
Yeah.
see that. So like so driving fast was enough to like see the rotation and like actually see the 3-dimensionalness of the fireworks. I thought that was really cool. But like
That's kind of cool.
I'm bored with fireworks because they look like a photo, like I can Photoshop fireworks. You know, it's like and it's flat and like I don't have that like
there's a
depth.
filter for it.
Yeah, I want to see the depth. I want to see like a drone video. What I always wanted to do was like take a drone video of a drone like strafing and then like do that flicker 3D thing. Have you ever seen those like GIFs that are like 2 frames that flicker back and forth real fast?
Oh,
And
yeah. Have you
I
seen
wanna-
the ones where it's like got that like white border and action
No.
goes through the board?
Well, it wasn't not that, but that's also another way to like fake it. But like, there's one that actually does 3D by going like a 30 frames per second animation by going back and forth between like 2 frames.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You're
You
left
don't
and
see that
right,
very
right?
often, though.
Yeah, because it's a cheaper method, but it works really good. And I want to see that like fireworks or whatever. But
Have you seen the ones where it's like 2 images, you have to cross your eyes and get real
Yeah.
close, and then it kind of works, but not really.
it works really good if you could get your eyes in that thing.
Yeah.
My Switch had like a thing for Mario Odyssey where it was like a hint, but it was like that, and like you had to do that, and you would see the thing that was like missing because it would only be for one eye. It was
It'd
like
give you a headache.
it took me a while to get my eyes to do it, but when it worked, I'm like, it's in 3D. It's in 3D. It was like the coolest thing. It took me forever though. I'm not
Would
good
you
at
say
the.
it's better than the 3DS 3D?
No, the 3DS 3D is pretty good.
It just looked weird to me. Like it didn't look like good.
The HEC, the old that HEC Evo 3D had like the best handheld 3D I ever saw.
Oh, and that's so old though. And
I know.
No phone ever did that again.
I know, it's so dumb because like it works so good though. There was a whole like Instagram social media for that like stuff, and it was the coolest.
So they're like, this works really good. Let's never do it again.
Yeah, well, because it's like everyone thought it was dumb, but it was actually really awesome.
Well, they're probably too early to the game because
No one wants 3D.
3D is cool now,
3D
but back then it was
even on handheld format, it's the applications are limited. It's not that great, but it was just like the screen. The screen that they used was a better 3D than the 3DS's screen.
Wow.
It had more depth to me, and I was like, because I had both at the same time, and I was like, whoa, it's amazing.
Dimples is like, when is this over?
Yeah, this is going on. I have no idea what's going on.
Like half
in
an
this
hour
movie.
more.
I'm
Yeah, I'm kind of like reading about things in Japan that's crazy.
So technically, if you read about this movie, which you probably shouldn't, it's like some allegorical trip through hell and stuff, and he's doing all the stuff,
But it looks so normal. It doesn't look that
Yeah.
bad. Like it seems like a bad representation.
Well, they only had 9 million. Come on.
What if it's like, all those videos where it's like, there's like the most satisfying videos in the world, and then there's the opposite of that?
Oh yeah, those are really bad.
What if like the highway to hell is just like you're strapped in like a Disneyland type ride, and then they just play that video on loop?
What if this movie is like it's a highway to hell because like this is the movie that they play. Like the movie isn't anything about hell. It's just like, oh, this is the movie that you would watch if you in hell. You'd have to watch this because it's bad.
So what's funny is this movie, it has all these like little jokes if you watch it closely, but if you have to like look closely to find the jokes. Like one car in here had this little bumper sticker that said, "Pontius is my co-pilot," because get it?
No.
Because Pontius Pilate is like a biblical character or something like that.
Oh, Pilot. Yeah. I know his like first name. I only know his Pilot.
But yeah, they have like a bunch of like little tiny jokes and things like that. but they never actually say jokes. It's always like in the background, which kind of, you know. But yeah, this movie has a lot of sweaty Chad Lowe.
Is this Mad Max Road Warrior?
Man, I almost watched that on the plane, but then I was like, I don't want to watch it on the plane. Also, movies were edited for content and like whatever, and I was like, what are they gonna edit out? And I was watching Jack Reacher. Oh my gosh, that movie's so boring. But also, they censored that, and that was weird. They did like the ADR censor. I'm like, I'm on a plane. Like, why can't I have that?
And that movie, like, only the last 20 minutes is good. Everything else is kind of like, ugh.
It's okay. This
But they made, like,
claymation.
three of
Hold
them.
up. This claymation animation in this movie. What the heck is going on? It looks so out of place.
I mean, they didn't have that much money. 9 million doesn't go that far.
I feel like claymation's like would be super expensive. Oh, the dog's gonna bark at it.
Always like when they try to make it look shiny, it just looks greasy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dog is
understand.
funny. It's like,
Anyways, what were we talking about? I forgot what we were talking about.
Airplane movies?
Oh yeah,
so
airplane
Jack
movies.
Reacher. Only the last 20 minutes is good. But
It was-
for some reason,
what-
they made 3 of them.
What I was gonna say was, it's like Mission Impossible, but more boring. It doesn't need to exist. It's the same thing where he's like, I'm a badass and I could do whatever I want because I'm a badass, and I
Yeah.
just like, no one can arrest me. Nope, I could break my way out of any prison ever. I'm the best. And it's like, all right, cool. But
I watched Blade Runner on my plane, and one, it's really good, but also really slow, so I was falling asleep. But they the new ones, and they censored the boobies.
How they
I
do
mean, are
that?
they worried like
What-
you might
what
have someone
method?
next to you and they might see it or something?
Wait, what?
Like, are they worried like on an airplane since you have like someone sitting next to you?
But you
they
have
might
like
see your movie.
usually they have like the privacy filter on like the screen, so you can't even like see the person next to you.
I think it's like, I don't
What's
know.
the point of censoring it if you're a grown ass adult?
Because
Can't
maybe
you just
kids could watch
whatever you
it. Maybe
want?
because it's like any kid could just
Like
hit
a
play.
courtesy
Yeah.
thing, like people
Maybe,
behind you,
I don't
or
know.
put people
They
walking
don't ask
by.
you like, are you 18 or something?
Yeah, that was my thing. Was like I didn't really watch a movie on the way there because I didn't feel like it. But I was watching like in a V line. I could see like 3 monitors to my left and like a monitor to my right. So I was like watching 4 things simultaneously. Where I was like, oh, what's this guy watching? Oh, he's watching Boss Baby. Oh, he's watching. I was like able to like, oh, someone was watching Star Wars and someone was watching like all these movies. And I was kind of just like watching between them because it was like a lot of stuff I've seen before, so I knew the plot
Oh
line.
my gosh,
but I didn't
Star
wanna-
Wars Boss Baby though.
Boss Baby Wars.
Boss War Baby War.
That's another good title.
Well, I think maybe they censor it because like in some cultures it might be more offensive.
Yeah, that's true. You
Yeah,
don't know.
I'm sure there's like,
Like I know in China, like if there's like skeletons and stuff, that's like they don't like that.
because dead things are not good.
Mm-hmm. Maybe it's something like that. I don't know.
It might be.
But yeah, I like how Dimples watches horror movies and then their neighbors are like, I need something like to counteract this.
Wait, they made you censor Angry Birds?
How do you censor Angry Birds? That's
Are they too angry, or are they because they're
Do you
birds?
draw like smiley faces on them?
Oh, is it because they're bombs or something? I don't know.
Oh yeah, the bomb bird.
Oh,
Oh, to pigs. Oh, because they don't eat pigs. That's pretty great.
Wouldn't they want to destroy the pigs then? I mean,
Yeah.
Doesn't that make it more
No, because you have to touch them with your birds.
unclean?
Yes,
oh, what did you call them then?
green
If
guys.
you're allowed to say.
Yeah, how do
Green
you,
boys.
Then what are you destroying if there's no pigs?
Oinkers.
Isn't that like a very like another way to just call them pigs? Nope. Nope. The what is their Bible? Crap, I forgot.
The Quran?
The Quran. Yeah, the Quran doesn't say anything about oinkers. It's all good.
Is it like a possible deniability? Like, well, technically, it's not
Yeah.
a pig. It's an oinker.
It's a new breed.
Yeah.
Should just call them like a gip, which is just pig backwards.
That sounds wrong for some reason.
A gip.
Yeah. But anything that Jared says sounds like it's not good to say.
I heard something like in Afghanistan, there's only one pig in the entire country, and it's in the zoo.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, you're right. That might be one of those things where like they didn't get the. Well, Rania said also pigs probably only oink in English, and that might be one of those things where it's like if you're reading it, the animal says a different word. Versus like cats, where cats pretty much universally say meow in every language, but it's just spelt differently. But oink isn't the actual sound, so it's probably all like in whatever country. Yeah, pigs say bork, 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 or something like that.
Hark. Her. Yeah, I don't know.
There's like this. Like,
Dimples. I thought it was a Rania. Oh man, you're all one.
Little cartoon
Cat's just one thing to me.
There's just a cartoon meme thingy where it has like
Racist.
like how
He says
dogs
you're
say
all the
woof in other
same in
languages, and it's all different.
Winkers.
Locationist.
Wait, so is it oinkers or not?
Oh yeah, because I thought that was Aranya answering that. I need
What
to
is
know
happening?
about the pigs. Why you not answer us? Do you guys like my photo? It's a cat made out of a rock.
Was that a natural
hate it.
occurrence in nature?
I don't know. It was like in a storefront.
Oh, it's not like a, what is it? Artifact?
Yeah, like it wasn't eroded by nature in that shape.
I hate the eyes. Oh, the cafe.
Oh,
I don't know why things are
cactus guys.
backwards.
Stop it! I love him!
I don't really need you.
So like the only thing I thought was really cool there was this little like purse thing that had the cactar on it. But like again, like that was like $30. There was so much in there that was just like insanely expensive. Like
30
like this pen?
like yen
Like,
or American dollars?
American dollars. I always
Wow.
convert things back. It's a little bit less than 30 American because of the conversion rate, but still it's like
You'd think
3,000 yen.
It should be cheaper or something. Maybe
It's
just
like-
a wallet.
Yeah, and then like a pen.
No, it's probably like, well, the brand.
Oh,
and
but
Yeah,
the
you know,
branding,
you know how it is. It's
like-
like if you're buying the brand at the place, they're like, yeah, we're not going to give you a discount, like whatever. Like a pen was like $8, like something like that. Like something that's like there was nothing cheap in there at all.
Like highway robbery.
Yeah, it was like I was like, this is cool. I'm like, no, that's not worth that much. That's very expensive. Like everything was like just absurd.
Is that like doing grocery shopping at CVS?
What?
So
Like,
so there's
everything's expensive.
I had this photo of this horse, and we were walking by, and we're like, "Oh man, that horse has
Wait,
been
it-
standing there."
it
And we're
has abs or something.
yeah, at first we're like, "That's a very muscular horse," or like
Yeah.
whatever, and then we're like,
Is it
"Oh,
fake?
this is like mean," because we were just taking photos, and we felt bad, and then we realized it was a robot. It was an
Horses
animatronic
don't
horse.
Look like that.
So I was actually, yeah, we were like, "Oh," after we realized,
Is the
we're like,
person also
real.
a robot?
No, she's real. She was like taking
Oh.
photos on it, but I'm like, oh, I thought it looked weird because it looked furry, like fuzzy, like short-haired cat fuzzy, and it was
Not
like kind of
plasticky.
yeah. But like it was moving in a pretty realistic way where it fooled us because as we were walking by, we're like, oh, it's kind of mean to the horse. So people are just like taking photos of it for like hours on end, and like it's a robot. Oh, okay then.
Well, did
were
someone
any-
tell you it's a robot?
No, we
Were there
just
any horse
realized that
droppings?
after actually looking at it longer, we realized that it was moving in a weird way.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, that neck.
It might be just a bad photo.
But you know how else you can tell it's fake?
How?
Because there's no horse droppings around the
Yeah,
area.
that's what we were wondering too. Like, well, maybe they cleaned it up, and they were like,
But
That kind of reminds me of when I was in New York. They have the mounted police cops there in Times Square, and we were in Times Square, you know, just looking at stuff. And there's like a horse cop next to us, and then all of a sudden the horse starts peeing, and it's like
Oh,
just
no.
like a pee stream for like 2 minutes solid in the middle of the road, and we're like, when's it gonna stop?
that's crazy. When is
Yeah,
it
it was
gonna
pretty awkward.
stop? Mm.
okay. And then we went on Indiana Jones at Disneyland Sea, and it's the same track. Yeah, so we went in the single riders line because we're like, no way am I gonna wait like 90 minutes or whatever like that. So we all got on our own ride, and like I just got put with like a family, so I'm just like there with the, like all these Japanese
You
people.
ruined their photo.
One white guy with the up down left eye shirt.
And then it was so funny though because it's the same track as Disneyland's Indiana Jones, but this was for Crystal Skull, which makes even less sense because there wasn't a big rock in Crystal Skull, and half the things in Crystal Skull like don't relate to that like at all.
At Disneyland, though, they don't take your picture on the Indiana Jones ride.
They don't.
And there's no falling rocks in your picture.
So the falling rocks are like to prevent you from taking your photo, but it was very easy. It's just like whatever. The thing though is it was newer because it's for Crystal Skull, so it actually had some cooler like events that happened during it. For one, like when you're on the bridge. In Disneyland, it's like fire or something, like I don't even remember. And this one had like a gigantic tornado thing that was actually kind of cool. And there's some other things. I see. But it was funny though because Indiana Jones is also in Japanese. He's all like whatever Japanese stuff. I can't understand him. And so at the very end, you know, he's like the boulder. You know, the boulder comes and then you go down, and then he's there standing there, and he's like, and I was like, what? And then I think I heard a few of the Japanese people laugh. So I think they got my joke.
You're like dumb Americans.
Yes, it's the English speaking guy.
So awkward.
And then we went. Then they have a ride there because my Corky Party said that Disneyland isn't owned by Disney, even though it's
Wait,
okay.
what?
So they have some really weird properties that aren't Disney. Like they have their version, essentially their version of Pirates of the Caribbean is like Sinbad's Tour of the Land, or like I don't know what it is, but it's
so, like the thing is that I want to say it's like Mitsubishi or some kind of company that owns it instead of, so it's like a licensing deal instead of actually being owned by Disney. That's why they're able to get away with having different stuff, including food, including rides and properties and stuff like that. And that's why they have Tokyo Sea.
Yeah.
And that's why Tokyo Sea or anything equivalent doesn't exist in the other parks.
Yeah. So like they had the Sinbad ride, which was like, it felt a lot like Pirates, but also a little bit like It's a Small World because they're like singing in it, but it was like, oh, it's a relaxing ride on a boat thing. But you could see the ceiling, which made me very upset because I could see like the air conditioning.
The magic is ruined.
Yeah. I looked up, I'm like, the illusion is ruined. So that was like weird, but then they have a zone that's like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, and it's like done really well. Cool. Like their theming of the park is really well. I was most impressed with like the atmosphere of the park. I was like, I love that a lot about it. But the 20,000
smells.
It's fine. All the snacks were good. I don't know what to say about that. I don't really remember.
Supposedly they blast scent per land you walk through at Disneyland.
Oh,
that's kind of cool.
Oh, I didn't really notice that then.
Kind of like in that California Adventures game ride where like you go through the orange field and you smell oranges.
Yeah. Did you know they changed that? It's not.
They did?
Soaring over California.
Yeah.
It's soaring over some world thing now.
So
I missed the oranges.
But so, we're going back to, so it's 20,000 Leagues on the Sea. We did that. We went on that ride. It was pretty cool, but it was like a Captain Nemo speaking, and he's in Japanese, obviously. But we got on the ride with like a family.
Wait.
What?
They didn't make it all like Jules Verne and all like steampunky and stuff.
Yeah, it was that.
It was.
How do you know it wasn't? I didn't tell you what it was.
Oh, I thought you said the video you're playing now was.
Oh no,
ride.
this is Sinbad. I don't know why I'm playing this.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
yeah. That one's all like steampunky. Yeah, it's like crazy and all that. But so we got on the ride with this family, and it was like this black guy and I think his wife, because I think they had a kid together, but she's Japanese. And so I don't think the black guy spoke Japanese because at the end she's like, you don't know anything. So I think she was talking to us too, I think. But she's like, you don't know what they're saying at all, huh? And we're like, no, not really. And so we're like, it's just all of us in there don't know what they're saying except for her. And I thought that was really funny for some reason. We're all on this ride not knowing what this guy's yelling at us, and like the submarine breaks down and then like mer people push it. But like, you know, the coolest thing about that ride though is there's 4 portholes for like 4 families or 3 portholes, for like 3 groups. And at 2 points in the ride, a little panel with the joystick lights up, and you're actually able to steer a little flashlight around. And I thought that was kind of fun. You can kind of actually like explore the depths a little bit, and that was kind of cool. And then what you were mentioning something. Oh yeah. Nope, I forgot. Anyways, did you guys catch a parade? No, we didn't catch a parade, but we caught Phantasma, and that was kind of cool. They have a gigantic like LED pyramid thing. But the LEDs were bad, so it was very distracting on how bad the LEDs were. But
so you guys caught Phantasma? Is that a disease?
Yeah, I have it now.
Captain Phantasma from Star Wars.
People said the ride is not related to the movie, but it's named after the movie, and the Crystal Skull is in the ride. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about, the Crystal Skull Indiana Jones ride. Either way, though, it was newer and it has newer stuff in it. But I was laughing at it because it's like Crystal Skull, but here's all the stuff from the other Indiana Jones ride. All right.
So it's kind of like
Phantasmic, whatever.
Is it like an Idiocracy where they go to like the amusement park with all like the history is all jumbled together and doesn't make sense?
Yeah. That's exactly how it was, because I was like, this isn't any one movie. This is like just Indiana Jones themed. Because you start off,
made it from
you go off, and you go off in Disneyland's Indiana Jones. There's like a stone face in the wall, and it says something, right, or whatever. It's like cool, whatever. That's not in any of the movies either. They're loosely themed off. This one, there's a crystal skull, and it looks at you, and then it like shoots lasers out of its eyes. And then that's it, though. That's as far as you get in terms of like the relation to the crystal skull, though. Then it's just a bunch of like nonsense. One of the lame things was like that room where you go through and there's like the air dart thing. There's faces on the wall and they're lit up, and I'm like, that kind of ruins some of the fun. Your car also doesn't break down. It doesn't do that little breakdown part, and like the headlights flash. It kind of just runs through that tunnel.
Dude.
But
yeah. Like the ramping up, the and then.
Yeah, it was like it just kind of goes, because normally that one it breaks down and then it plays music and then like the headlights flash and you see all the bugs and then you go and then it takes off.
So it's like the Shasta of rides, basically.
I actually thought it was better because it had newer stuff, but for the most part, yeah, it was like some parts were ruined, but it had a few other cooler aspects of it. I was just like kind of laughing at that it was like the exact same track, though. The layout of the tracks, like it's right, left, right.
But you couldn't get it right somehow.
Well, they changed it on purpose. They updated it.
In a different city, but it's the same layout as your Target, so you know where everything is.
Yeah, exactly. It's like very similar to that. But like, but they don't stock that shirt at my Target, something like that. Right? So the Disneyland was pretty cool.
That's cool.
It was only like $65, so I personally would recommend going, just knowing that there's not much rides. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. So,
specifically the sea, right?
Yeah, because the Disneyland is supposed to be exactly the same, I guess.
I see.
But Disneyland Sea is interesting to see for the aesthetics were really cool. But what frustrated me, or like what was frustrating, was I didn't know this until we got there, they have Tower of Terror, which I've never been on yet, and it's gone now. And I was like, I could go on it, but it was closed that day. Go halfway around the world.
Oh, that's good news for Julia.
Why?
Because she
it's right.
I
forgot about that. I got to tell her about that.
And she almost had a mental breakdown because it was canceled in California.
Yeah, but now it was like I could have gone on both, though. I could have gone on Tower of Terror here and then gone back, or Tower of Terror there and then came here and done the Guardians of the Galaxy one. I'm so frustrated it was closed. The other thing too was like on Yelp, it's like if there's one ride that you got to do, it's Journey to the Center of the Earth. Also closed that day.
Oh no!
Come on!
Like damn it!
Give you a break.
Yeah, so like I think like the 2 out of the 4 best rides there were like closed that day, which kind of sucked because there's like only like 8 rides in total. So this movie, he's a sword still.
Don't worry, it's almost over.
He's on a motorcycle with a sword. What is he going to do?
It's like a Link sword from Zelda.
But I can't think of a less effective weapon to use. Oh, he's stabbing the car.
I mean, you want to kill the kid. That's pretty effective.
But that's so awkward to use on a motorcycle.
Yeah. Did they ever make like color Tamagotchis?
Yeah, and that's the one that I
did?
wanted. Like a few years back, I was like, I'm gonna get these. I love Tamagotchis, you guys. I love Tamagotchis.
Back in the day, I had like the cheapy knockoff Tamagotchi because I had no money.
Gigapets?
Something like that.
Yeah, I had Tamagotchis through college and everything.
But then I had it in class, and it kept on beeping because it was like needed food, and the teacher took it.
The new ones allow you to pause or put them to sleep.
Oh. But yeah, it would have been nice if my cheapy one had it.
Yeah. I guess context, since that was the conversation that came out of nowhere. I've been looking at Tamagotchis.
The listeners are probably like, What is he talking about?
Well, I don't think I told this story on the podcast. One time I was at an antique store and we saw the original Digimon Tamagotchi
And
thing.
it was your Digimon Tamagotchi.
I bought it for $5 and we started playing it, and then we were like, hey, let's just check eBay. $90. Put it back in the package right now. Put it back. Put the little tab in. Put the little tab back in the thing. All right, we're gonna ship this out to Australia because we got $90 for our $4
Wait,
purchase.
you actually sold it?
Hell yeah.
Damn, that's pretty badass.
Oh man, I want this one though. So like there's a series of Tamagotchis that were like I guess like equivalent to like the Gem series. So everything was like crystal looking and it was like pastel
You mean
colors like
in what's that show? Steven Universe?
Not exactly, but it's just like the casing was like this like translucent casing.
Oh, okay.
And that's the one that I really wanted, and that one was like the newest version for a long time. And that was like the last version before it went like full color.
Oh.
Oh, I found it.
My thing was like also like why don't they, like to me the idea of a Tamagotchi is so obsolete with cell phones, but at the same time I don't want a cell phone app for it though. Like the idea of it, like because it's kind
You
of
just
this
want the device that
right.
just does it.
It's a weird loop where I'm like, that's dumb. Why would I spend, like you said, even $10 on a thing when I could buy an app? But then the idea of an app that I have to check to take care of a thing is really stupid. So it's like super weird.
It's mostly aesthetic.
Yeah, it's super weird where it's like, I would use a Tamagotchi pet, but my brain goes, why? They should just make an app for that, and it doesn't work.
It loses the nostalgia if it's an app.
Yeah, mine is mostly the aesthetic because I'm very picky about the colors. The last one that I had were these things called Tamagotchi IDs. They were kind of like really bad, but you could get little Tamagotchi figures and you can switch them out on top of your egg, and then you could get items that way, and that was pretty cool.
So this one that you linked that's $35, is that not
that one was the last series before they went color.
Oh, so this is the one before the one that you want.
Yes.
Oh, but are you going to get this one though?
No.
The color one's not as good?
No, it's just that was like before when I was like, oh man, I want to before I stopped caring about Tamagotchis, that was the one that I wanted and I never got.
We should get UpDownLeftDie Tamagotchis, and then they could take care of you and me. Like they could get the Jared one or the Tiffany one.
I didn't understand where that was going.
There's a little me in there. You can feed it.
Oh, I
called
it the Tamagotchi IDs. The Tamagos are the ones that I'm talking about.
Oh.
Yeah, I was wrong. These were the last ones that I had before I stopped.
No, I think.
You don't
Wait,
understand.
what year did Back to the Future come out?
1994.
How come that cop guy looks? This is like the same age as this kid. They're like both like they both look like kids.
Right.
1985.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, did they steal the fire tire tracks from this movie in Back to the Future? But I think they stole it from Back to the Future, not the other way around.
Oh, this movie stole it from Back to the Future.
Yeah, I thought Back to the Future stole the fire tracks from them.
That would have been way cooler if Back to the Future stole like, hey, this movie sucks, but that fire thing's cool. Let's put that in our movie. Like that'd be cool to know.
Who looks like Miles Teller? I like Miles Teller. I think he's a good actor. I think.
Oh, it's like the young cop guy.
Oh dang, she's back. Oh, she shot him in the eyes.
What did she shoot him with?
Oakleys
I think a gun.
Oh.
with that seashell gun. Shot him straight in the Oakleys, man.
Salt gun.
Oh, also, Tiffany, I got they only have the Kingdom Hearts sea salt ice cream at Disneyland, but I got the sea salt ice cream.
Wait, so is
Ice
it actually
shell.
salt flavor?
Yeah, it's salty. It's kind of like sweet and salty. It was like I really liked it. I thought it was really good. But
Can't go wrong with Kingdom Hearts stuff.
but that wasn't at Disneyland Sea. That was at Disneyland.
But it's the same thing, right? Just not branded.
I don't know. Like, well, this is that one. The picture I saw in that one, it's in a little cup, and the one I had is in almost like a a cone, like an ice cream cone, like texture.
Popsicle?
But no, like an ice cream cone, like the McDonald's, that waffle cone thing, like that crappy styrofoam feeling. It was that in the shape of a shell, and then the ice cream was in there, and it had some strawberry like syrup on it. So I'm gonna guess it's like the same ice cream idea, just like probably different flavor and different packaging, obviously. But I was like, salty and sweet is like definitely my thing, so I enjoyed it. The End. What a good movie. You know, they're good when they say the end on it.
My favorite part is when they went to Japan and had melon cream soda.
So that young police officer guy, he's not even in the credits.
Why not?
I have no idea who he is.
Charlie and Rachel got married. Oh, let me do it. Charlie and Rachel. Nope, I don't know.
John Schwartzwelder.
I'm John Schwartzwelder. Charlie and Rachel got married, and their parents' blessing and their journey through hell inspired Charlie to develop the phenomenally popular video game Hell on Wheels. Nope. Dog in Hell and I'd Rather Be Living. Nope. Rachel opened a chain of hot as hell pizzerias and sometimes serenades to customers on a violin. The two of them are very happy, but they vowed never to take back roads at night again. Adam lives with his aunt and leaving in his own dog, but it's going too fast for me. You know what's really stupid? They're so scarred by this that they'll never drive on the roads at night. But also, hey, how about a pizzeria called Hot as Hell? Let's make
that's pretty good.
You're coping real well.
Trigger any PTSD.
Yeah, like if you're gonna take anything away from this experience, is to do a pizza.
Good marketing there.
Oh yes, I'm reading the cast list, and yeah, Dimples was right. The waitress was actually Jerry Stiller's wife.
What?
And then they also had Amy Stiller, which is like the daughter.
Oh my gosh, Gilbert.
So they had like the whole
Gottfried
Stiller paley.
Ben Stiller as Peluto's cook and Attila the Hun. He had to play two roles.
Wow.
Cool.
And yeah, I think was this his first movie?
Good intentions, good intentions, good intentions.
A lot of good intentions. Okay, so yeah, this was one of Ben Stiller's earlier films, but he was in a bunch of stuff before that too. But I guess they were kind of crappy.
And look where he is now.
Yep.
Amazing. What a movie.
So you guys, if you're enjoying the podcast, please tell your friends about it by sharing the website UpDownLeftDie.com, or you're just telling them about the episodes. That'd be really cool of you to do that. You can also follow us on Twitter and join our Discord. All that information is on buffbuddies.com. That's a place to be. If you want to vote, also, we have a Reddit, and all the links are on that website. You could vote and suggest movies there as well. What was next week's movie going to be?
I looked at on Facebook.
What?
Well, Jared looks that up. Let's give our ratings.
Give our ratings.
Just so everyone is reminded, we're not rating these on the movies themselves. We're rating them as a good buddies movie. If it brings up good conversation, if it's something that you can watch at parties, things like that. So I'm going to give my rating first. I give this movie 10 out of 10 stop motion claymation dogs.
Okay.
I need to think about this. I forgot about the ratings.
You forgot about the ratings. I'm gonna give it like 2 out of maybe it's more than I'm having a hard time rating this movie. I'm gonna give it 3 out of 10. Cooking eggs cooking on the sidewalk.
Oh, that's a good one.
Loco Mocos on the sidewalk, Jared.
that wasn't in the movie.
Did you say you actually would eat his food?
I mean, if he just hosed off the ground, like if the ground was clean, I might.
I don't see anything wrong with that. It should be sterile.
I'm more concerned about the gravel than the sterileness, as long as it's hot enough. But
you're like, oh, whatever. I'll get some dysentery, but it has to be good texture.
Yes. Okay. Is that the end of the podcast? No more ratings?
I guess so. No one else is giving a rating. Oh, 4 out of 4.
Give me a minute.
Well, I'm going to rationalize that fraction, so it's 10 out of 10 Stillers.
10 out of 10 Stillers.
All of the Stillers.
10 out of 10
there only were 4
Chris.
Stillers.
Chris's ratings are very good. They're very while we're being crazy. Chris is the only straight man in this group who's just no, cops.
Cops in general.
Flava Lava, Hot Lava says 10 out of 10 dysentery.
Speaking of cops, on my way home, I got a lift home from the airport, and like the guy was just like playing radio stations, which I was like, "What year is it?" But it was like whatever. And I was just kind of on my phone, like doing whatever. And then like halfway through, I realized that we were listening to the entire song of like "Bad Boys, Bad Boys, What You Gonna Do?" And I was like, I forget that's a real song and not just a theme to the cop show. Like, and we listened to the whole song, and I was like, "No, who does that?" I'm sure we're the first people ever to listen to the whole song. Also, why is that on the radio? What's happening?
What was that quote that Arclight said afterwards? I thought it was kind of funny.
Oh, I forgot.
I forget now. Yeah,
This is like something about like him being a cop or something like that.
Yeah, I
like,
knew it was funny, but I forgot.
Yeah. Did you say your rating?
Oh yeah, so I give it 7 out of 10 hot-glued seashell shotguns.
I like that.
Oh,
That's really, I like
nice.
that a lot. It's really
That's
good.
very good. And a special. Wait, Jared.
Uh-huh.
Wait, Jared. Go back to the movie. Go back to the movie, please.
What do you mean? Go back to the movie.
I found the joke.
Click back like two seconds. Maybe like right there.
Here?
Yeah, play.
Yeah.
Go. Hold on. Wait. I thought, is that a thing? Is that a thing in this movie?
What?
Was this a joke? Hold on.
What?
I'll tell you when to pause. Stop. Pause it.
Wait, what?
Pause it. And a special.
A special?
And then a special thank you to Chris. Is that an inside joke? Is that right? Is that wrong? Am I the
I'm
only
pretty
one?
sure that's not right grammar. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, like
is
that's
special? Is "e" special a word? I don't think so.
I don't know. And
Okay.
and
Wait, what's going on?
do you see this?
Yes, it's a word.
It's a word.
Is it like electronic special?
I can't and a special and
A
a
special.
special.
What does
And
Miriam
especially-
Wester have to say about this?
Is that right? I've never heard it that way before.
I mean, the and is correct if "e" special is a word, but I never
but
heard
like
of "e"
who
special.
says and a special thank you?
Well, Google says it's better or greater than usual / or semicolon special. So it's like better than special?
Oh, well, Craig Wallace, you done did it. Good job to you then,
Yep.
I guess.
But
not
I
just
like how they're
special,
like, what are they
he's
thanking
special.
him for? Like, you're like, and thank you, Craig Wallace. He's what?
Is
what
that
did
the director or
What
something?
did I do?
He like walked on set one day, Craig Wallace. And a
Maybe-
special thank you to all of you listeners out there.
Oh, look at you.
You just did it.
Goodbye.
Bye.